there goes our day. We're gonna start strapping everything down. Going to Indio, California. So we'll catch you on the road. Probably hit a little rest stop, but we'll see what's up. Let's keep on following. Let's connect. Still not on the road yet. Had to tie down, tarp up, but we're gonna be heading to Indio in a little bit, so I'll catch you when we're on the road or when I get to a rest stop. So I broke down, guys. So I'm gonna check this fuel pump right here. I'm gonna pump some fuel and see if that will turn on the truck. So my truck doesn't turn on, but it's a beautiful thing that it doesn't turn on because I just met some man named Chino. And we got into talking about business and the future. And we're talking about God. We're talking about when God asks you to do something and you hear him, you just got to do it. And in the conversation, I heard, pray for him. So it was a blessing that this truck doesn't turn on. It's a miracle after all. So prayed over the man. And it's just a wonderful thing I can share with everybody. So yeah, but I pumped it right now 50 times. You take this one off, right? I pumped it 50 times. It doesn't start. So I'm waiting for Penske to come and turn it on. So catch you in here. So I just got in touch with the mechanic who was supposed to show up to fix the truck. He has to return back to his shop to pick up a fuel filter. So he says, but let me go ahead and show you what that is. He was asking me to see if there's any fluid in there, but I don't see nothing at all. He says it's probably got some air or something, but I've heard about this before with the past driver who drove this truck. And he says the same thing, but this is what it is. So it's this here. As you can see, I see no fluid in it. He was talking about if there's some fluid in it, but I don't see anything. But on my part, I've done what I could do. And I'm gonna let them come and service it. But for the meanwhile, being here, and recollecting all of my thoughts and wondering why it is that I'm doing these videos. Well, the only reason I could think of is God has brought me to it. So, with that being said, it's a blessing to be out here right now and not being able to go back, because from this all, I'm gonna get some overtime. But with that being said, once they come and they start this truck up, I'm gonna make sure I video the process of them doing it. So I'll catch you guys later. It's crazy. The O-ring. They put it on the outside right here instead of putting it here, which is this. So he put it on, but he says that once the fuel gets up to here, you have to replace this. Which I never knew that. But there's always time to learn. I am the operator of it, so. So I finally got back to the shop. I left at 8 this morning. And truck broke down. I guess there's nothing I could be upset about. I mean, I met a brother who was telling me about God and how God has worked in his life, and I was able to pray over him. So that's a beautiful thing. I wasn't able to video much of the mechanic doing his job because, to be honest, I got a little nervous to even ask him if I could record him. And I didn't want him to be like, no, I don't want anyone recording me. So just respectfully, I was like, I won't say nothing. But, you know, everything went well. But overall, the ride was long. I was listening to Brian Trejo, who's a Christian rapper. I love his testimony. I love his I love his lyrical skills. He's a poet for Jesus. But with that being said, let me get this stuff untied and get back at you guys later.